Can this be my new thing? You know, like the guy who puts a glove on every time he blends out his foundation on Instagram? Man, I didn't think of it first. It's genius, honestly. Because, like, why does he do it? Why does he do it? The world. I never know. It's a mystery. What am I going to come out with? Is it good? Is it bad? You won't know unless you watch. Hey guys, welcome to my first ever makeup tutorial on this channel. Yeah. I'm so extremely excited to finally get started with putting a video out there. I've spent countless days, hours, weeks researching on like what kind of videos people like, and like just the algorithm, and really trying to understand how to set up my YouTube channel. Not to mention that it also took forever to not even like make the intro or the outro that you're going to see, but like to watch all the videos on how to even make an outro and an intro. That took a long time, and like all the different apps to use, and I really had to try to find videos specific to the software that I'm using because everybody's using Final Cut Pro. I edit in iMovie. How people make thumbnails, what thumbnails are eye-catching, and how to like properly make it that way. And obviously people who use Final Cut Pro, it's a little easier. Plugins are there for them. It's easy to make thumbnails in there, all that. So that was really time consuming. And I know you're probably thinking, why does she sound like this? Why does she sound terrible? Why does she sound gross? Why does she sound nasally? And the answer is, she's sick. I'm just a mess. And you're probably asking why I make a video while you're sick, why you don't feel well, because I'm just so excited. Like, I got so excited after I made my intro and I made my outro. Like, I know it's super simple and it doesn't look like it took a lot of time, and really to physically make it did take a lot of time, but all the research to learn how to make it took a lot of time. And I just got so excited when I finally finished it. It's not the greatest, but I kind of love it. Like, I'm weirdly obsessed with it because it's something I finished, and I'm kind of proud of it because it's the first thing I've done towards building this channel. I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Little like disclaimer and info. Basically, I am not a makeup artist. I don't claim to be a makeup artist. I don't even claim to be good at this. I am a makeup enthusiast. I am a makeup lover, and I really want to learn how to properly do everything, and I want to learn how to hone my skill and really get better. But I wanted my channel to kind of be like a twist, so I want to like sit down, do my makeup, maybe even teach you guys something. You could definitely teach me something, but like I also want to talk about relevant topics in the world, relevant topics to the beauty community, maybe a little drama. I feel like a lot of YouTubers are like, okay, I'm here, I'm gonna give you like my unfiltered opinion about things. And I feel like they kind of give their opinion, but they stay on the surface of it because they're not trying to get into scandals. I want to be kind of like the Tana Mongeau of beauty, but a little more tamed. I basically want to be like that, unfiltered in my opinions with you guys and how I feel in situations, and I want to create a conversation, and I want this to be like a nice community where we're able to talk about topics that we're really passionate about while doing something we really love to do, and just being able to express ourselves in any way. Everybody has opinions, everybody has their view on things, and this channel is going to basically be my view on topics that I think about, and also topics that you talk about. Leave topics that you think need to be talked about in the comments below. Leave any sort of tea you have, any sort of drama on YouTubers, leave that in the comments below, because like I wasn't really there for all of the like drama and stuff. So keep watching if you want to see me do this brown eye look, and if you want to join the discussion on some of the topics that I mentioned in this video. I really want to hear your opinion. So without further ado, the video. Alright, so today we're going to start with skincare. Oh my gosh, my lips are so red. You know how beauty gurus, they have their fancy Starbucks cup, or like just any sort of like cup with their metal straws, and they're like, so we're going to do it the way that everybody does it, okay? We're just going to grab our water bottles. Everybody, cheers, grab your hydration. We're going to take a swig, and we're going to start this video. I'm going to take my cellar water, usually if I'm starting my makeup in like the middle of the day. The saddest thing happened yesterday. So, I tried to film this video yesterday, and needless to say, it didn't work. Well, what happened was my camera battery died. I was gonna edit what I had while it was charging, but then my computer ran out of space, so then I just got busy like deleting stuff off of it, and I was just like lazy. I was like, forget it. We're just gonna film it tomorrow. And so when that happened, I got up to like go over to my bed, and I knocked over my L'Oreal foundation. And the pump, like whatever I did when it fell, and it fell like, it didn't fall on the carpet that I have laying down here. Of course, it fell on the friggin' linoleum floor, whatever this is, and like it fell on the tile. And so the pump stopped working because I guess, I don't know, whatever it dislodged, it wouldn't go down all the way, like it just stopped. But look what happened. So the pump, oh, I'm missing a piece. It's around here somewhere, but the black piece that's here and then this goes inside of that, this wouldn't go down all the way. It was hard to get off. They cemented it down. I literally had to yank it and it finally came off, and this happened. So today we're going to be applying our foundation like this, because you know I'm not buying another one. I'm gonna be like, oh, it broke, I'm throwing it in the trash. I'm gonna go buy another one. Like, we don't got money like that over here. So basically I just put on eye cream, eye cream. We're just gonna put a little bit of moisturizer on too. This is the Mamone like water gel one, Flora Hydro Cream, and this blue one. They have other ones. Each one of them basically has like, the line is made from a different flower. I'm literally almost out of it. So if you have any recommendations on moisturizers, leave it down below. Now I'm going to spray with the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I'm sorry if the camera angle maybe changed a little bit. I had to check it just to make sure that the card wasn't full. For darker skin tones, they say like you want a deeper tone red, maybe even an orange. So that's what I use. If you see me look this way, I have a mirror this way. This is like a bigger mirror here, but this is my handheld mirror. So the first topic I want to talk about, I thought about in the shower this morning. I was like thinking about it, and you know, the shower is where the best ideas happen. A lot of people say this, like that makeup is bad for your skin, and that's why I stopped using makeup, and like makeup clogs pores. And what I really think it is like anything, you can have a bad reaction to it and clog your pores. People can't blame makeup for bad skin, because I feel like it's not the makeup, it's how you remove the makeup. I recently started double cleansing. Because in like the past 2 years I've been really into skincare, and as I'm especially like trying to look into Korean skincare. I feel like Korean skincare especially, they are big proponents of double cleansing. Now I double cleanse, and I feel like I really do get all of my makeup off. I remember seeing a YouTube video a little while ago, and she's like, oh, I saw this video of a woman who never wore makeup in her life, and then a video of a picture. Whoa. Then she saw a video or a picture of another woman who wore makeup. To her, like, the woman who never wore it had like really beautiful skin. You can have beautiful skin and wear makeup. There's like tons of people who have really nice skin and wear makeup, and they definitely don't need to. If you're an esthetician or a dermatologist, or someone who's really knowledgeable about this subject, leave your opinion below. I want to know. But in my opinion, I think it's not the makeup, it's like the removal of it. I'm sure there's people who never wore makeup their whole life but have bad skin as well, because just acne is a problem, stuff like that. Like, some people are prone to things. I think it's just misinformation out there. Alright, so I'm just gonna take the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in Warm Honey. I was watching Iris, her live yesterday, and she said that she thought YouTube was dying. Like, no, not when I'm just getting started. But like, it's weird to me because I think the opposite. I feel like YouTube is always gonna be around because you're always gonna want like a YouTube video on something, you know? Do you think YouTube is dying? Alright, so I'm just gonna set this. I don't bake ever. I'm gonna try it in one of my upcoming videos. Stay tuned. But I don't bake. Something I do want to mention, or like kind of talk about, that to kind of relating back to like followers and stuff, is that like not everybody's gonna like you. And it became like really evident when I was watching Iris's live because people were just being like super mean to her, like calling her a man. But like she was saying, and like I like to think about too as I try to get into social media more in this niche, is that like not everybody's gonna like you and you're really not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, which is fine in life and anything, like not just online but in real life. Not everybody's gonna like you. There's people I've encountered that I'm sure don't like me a whole ton, which is fine. People I've encountered I don't like, and so you're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. But I feel like it's really hard for some people to accept, especially people who get like negative commentary all the time. But stay strong, beautifuls. So I'm gonna quickly do my eyebrows off camera, and I'm gonna use the Anastasia. I can't talk today. I'm gonna use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and Ebony. Alright, so I did my brows off camera. I also carved them out with this Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the shade Deep Sand. It more matches my skin tone a bit. So now we're gonna just put on some clear eyebrow gel. This is the Milk Kush Clear Brow Gel. I feel like it's not like maximum hold, but it works for me. Guys, as I was off camera doing my brows, I have my first empty. I just finished the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Luckily, I got another one during the 21 Days of Beauty. I mean, what I had today was enough to do my brows today, but for the future. So I just prep my eyes with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. I'm going to use the Jaclyn Hill palette and create just like a brown, simple, beginner-friendly look. The first one that I'm going to dip into is Pukey. So basically, like a big thing was the Jeffree Star concealer launch, and a lot of people felt that it wasn't an inclusive range. Like, he's a big advocator of, if you're not going to think about everybody when launching a product, don't launch it, like, and don't add shades later. But that's kind of like people's problems with it, is that that's literally what he's doing. And I feel like 30 Shades isn't like terrible. It's definitely better than a lot of other brands who literally only release like 18 or 12 concealers. But I think the range isn't terrible. It's not the most, I guess, inclusive on the darker spectrum, because I feel like it kind of just like jumps a lot. But I feel like it's not the worst I've ever seen. It brought up the topic of feeling like an afterthought. No one wants to feel like the third person you asked to the prom, or like the fifth person you decided to date after all the other ones rejected you. I want them to have like all the foundations geared towards people from like the end of like a tan category all the way up to like the richest skin and like 4 shades of the lighter skin. Just so people understand how people of color feel, how blacks feel, because it's a real problem. Watching comments from this Jeffree Star debate is showed me that like there's still people who really don't understand inclusion, because there's always going to be a shade for them. I feel like people still have that mindset, which is terrible. I remember going into Target with my mom and my little sister to go get foundations, and my mom loved the Wet n Wild foundation at the time, so she brought us to that section and she's like, okay, like pick a shade. But I was like, Mom, there's literally none here for us. And she's like, no, like that can't be. Like, and she points to the deepest one there, which is still like somewhere in the medium section. I'm like, Mom, no, it's not gonna work on me. I'm biracial, so my mom is also biracial. She's mixed as well, but she's definitely in like the medium category in terms of foundations. She's fairer than I am. So they had her shade, but they didn't have mine. So she's like, all right, fine, let's move on. But like, I realized that was my first experience with not having a shade. I felt upset in that moment because I really wanted to try it, because that's like something my mom really liked, and I wanted to, you know, like when you're younger and you see your mom put on makeup and you want to try everything she tries. That's the part that like made me upset that I wasn't able to like use what my mom used. And that's why people are really preaching like inclusive ranges, because you never want a little boy or girl to feel like they're left out of something. Like you always want to be, everybody wants to be included. It's really like in anything, like you wouldn't want to be left out of like hanging out with your friends. Like your friends went to hang out and you weren't there. You wouldn't want to be the only one sitting at a lunch table, and no one should feel that way. That's what people are trying to get across. I feel like this also raises the topic of like, when they come out with a range, do you forgive them? I feel like people can learn from it, but I feel like brands, I feel like they don't include women of color because they feel bad that they didn't. They include women of color because like, oh, like as more of like a marketing strategy, like, okay, well, now they realize that we spend money, that we are successful. I keep saying women of color, but I do mean boys and girls. They're starting to understand that we're successful and we're spending money. We are consumers and we like makeup and we want to get into it. So it's more of like, oh, this is like a way for us to make money, not like, oh, like we really felt bad. Fenty did it right from the conception of their launch. I feel like a brand people don't talk about a lot for being like for women of color. In terms of foundation, I feel like Bobbi Brown has always been here for the black ladies, okay? When I was younger, my sister, she was in high school and she had to get her makeup done. My mom brought her to a Bobbi Brown counter, and I feel like there's always like a shade for us. So I feel like Miss Bobbi Brown was always here for the black ladies, the brown people, and people of color. And you know what I don't get? Why people come at Jackie for supporting people of her community, her like race. That's her community. That's, I feel like we deserve recognition, and the fact that you're asking her to take away from a group that already doesn't get enough recognition for what they do is just, now that I've been working on that for like 20 years, I'm going to dip into the shade next to it. So off camera, I just added a little bit of a chocolatey or brown to this eye. I'm basically just keeping this color on the outer corner, like outer V. Now I'm going to take this color. Off camera, basically add a little bit of inner corner highlight by mixing these two shades together. Then I added lashes. These are I Am in Love with Kiss lashes. These were like $5 for the style Tulle. I like it. It's really like natural with a little bit of like blurriness in them. This is my first time trying them. I also added mascara. I used the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I'm just going to set the rest of my face because I didn't do it earlier with the L'Oreal True Match powder. I've literally had this forever. Comment down below a makeup item you've had forever. Because not only have I had this for a while, I've also had the brush for a while. I'm going to go in with this NYX palette. It's upside down. I'm going to go with this NYX palette, and then I'm going to dip into this shade right here. Like a touch of this one. We're just going to contour a little bit. Something else that's OG. Real Techniques brushes. I'm going to use this NYX liner. I got it thinking it was like, it said, the description was that it was ash brown, but in my opinion, it looks super purple. I'm going to take this MAC lipstick in Open Presents. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Gloss in Kristen. This is the lip gloss from the MAC Aaliyah collection. I'm just going to dab in the center, like so. I don't think I like the lip with this look, but my collection is small. I don't have too many options. Alright guys, thank you for watching. It was so much fun getting to like sit here and talk with you guys. It was a little weird at first, but I think I kind of got used to it, and hopefully I'll get more comfortable in front of the camera in the future. So thanks for sticking out this first one with me. I just look forward to really taking my YouTube channel off the ground and getting started. I'm so excited. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the little red button down below, okay? You here, you stayed this long, so you might as well do that. Comment down below any opinions you have on anything I said, any critiques you have on how I did my makeup. Like I said in my intro, I want this to be an open community. I want you to critique me. I'm just getting started. So any tips you have, if you think I blended shadow the wrong way, if you think my eyelash application is off, honestly it is, I'm not going to lie to you. It's probably super obvious, but I'm learning and I want to get better. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the like button for it being my first video on YouTube, my first makeup video ever, my first video on this channel, and share the video if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, bye!